So let's jump to Weibo, and yet another leak has come from Weibo, and this time, it's a Chinese-related leak in a lot of ways from the Chinese website. The Transformer exclusive Chinese series, Nezha X Transformers, or Transformers X Nezha. I don't know how they're going to want to pronounce this. When we talked about the Legends 3-pack that was leaked from them, it said on the packaging, Nezha Transformers. So I guess that's what it's going to be called. We're going to find out sooner or later. It's kind of the same thing where Studio Series kind of had a few names before they settled on it. So we have here a new figure that isn't the retooled, extensive retools that we had from that 3-pack we saw previously. This one here is a very interesting one in that, first of all, it looks like it's an extensive retool of the Spark Armor Bumblebee figure. Now, for people who don't know who the Spark Armor Bumblebee figure was, that was the Spark Armor figure of Bumblebee that came with that battleship there, or that, I guess you call it, aircraft carrier battleship that combined with him. It's kind of still on shelves right now at a lot of Walmarts. So it looks like they took that toy, remolded it like crazy, and then gave a little extra gimmick because of the gap that exists in the center of the toy. They kind of made it that, the chest will open up and you could put inside this little human figure that I guess kind of pilots, the robot. And that figure is Nezha, the character itself. Now, it looks like the figure itself has it has a little leg articulation and probably arm and neck articulation. So it looks like it could probably sit down too. No guarantee that it's going to sit into the cockpit of the vehicle, but I don't want to make any promises here. It also kind of looks a little bit like Transformers Victory with the Brainmasters, how the Brainmaster's chests would open and the Brainmaster would go into the chest. Now, granted, when you close the chest on this one, it doesn't have any interaction with the face like a Brainmaster would, but it's kind of funny how it stores in the same way that a Brainmaster would in a lot of ways. It's interesting. It's a very extensive retool, and it really begs the question more, how much of this series is just going to be a very exclusive Chinese thing. The original assumption was, they're going to get their own series, and this little 3-pack that we saw, that's going to be it. And then we learned about, it's going to be a 52-episode series, and it's actually going to be, a long-form kind of series. And now we're seeing other price points of extensive, remolded, brand-new toys. So it's kind of funny how we used to kind of look at Japan for our exclusive Transformers and exclusive series, and now China is now becoming that market. So this is something that we have to kind of consider in the future, and it's going to be another way that we're going to have to hunt down our product and find middlemen for. Luckily, the whole third-party world is based in China, so I'm pretty sure the opportunities will present itself in the future, and dealers at conventions and stuff like that will get that product. Not to mention all your local and online Transformer stores will also kind of, if they get stuff third party, they'll be able to get these for sure. So this is interesting. It's interesting. I wonder if the other characters that we saw are also going to get the similar treatment with a human character in the center. Is it just a one-off like this? I don't know. It has a yen price here of 169. That is incorrect. That's probably a mistake somewhere. It's not the yuan price like in China, or the RMB price in China. So I think that's probably in relation to something else, because it's not $1 and some change, or $2 American, pretty much 169 yen would be. This is something completely else. But as it stands right now, this is interesting. I dig the concept and design. It's something different, and I like stuff different from Transformers, but at the same time, it really shows that Hasbro is really looking at another region to kind of have a lot of product put there. And it's not just Japan anymore, it's China too. And so we're going to see what more develops as time passes.